endings are always hard. We never know when to end or how to end. This is my 4th trip to the Brooks, and to describe this place and the hold it grabs on you from the first time you're here is difficult. And yet, I mean, we take a picture and we show you what it looks like, and yeah, it's the Brooks, and it looks like the Brooks, but the picture just gives you a bit of the essence. It really doesn't let you feel the spirit of the place or the meaning behind it. And you know, 4 years ago when I was here, it was I said, you know what, I'm not ready to do another sheep hunt again, and I'm not sure. And yeah, so here I am 4 years later, and we are back in the Brooks. We're doing a moose hunt. And last year, last time I could go, but I went slow, and this time I can go, but I go slow and I don't go far. And so that, you know, at 65, there's some endings that are attached with that, and then you hit the next, you know, 4 years later at 69, I'm looking at, you know, how that's going to change life, and you know, you kind of have to adapt to what happens. And but you always have the memories that you've created, and those are priceless.
Well, guys, the vast serenity that abounds around us is unending. Every time we turn a corner, there's another breathtaking, beautiful vista worthy of photography, and you just cannot capture the majesty that is the Northern Brooks Range in Alaska. The emptiness is astounding, and the silence is deafening. So much so that it's only broken by the odd plane flying over, a wolf howl, occasionally a moose. The silence is completely deafening, and the vistas are striking, stunning, unending. But the emptiness is very apparent. Life is few and far between up here. This is one of the very last trips up north. The sheep's done, the goat's done. Looking for the lonely old swamp donkey. That isn't a term of endearment. Sort of. It's always awesome when your bags make your flight. Here we go. This is the 5th time up to the Brooks Range. Super excited, and maybe.
Here on road, here we come. Arctic Circle or bust.
Off on adventure we go.
There's our 3D printed map. We're gonna go right there. That's where we're going, guys. Here we go. Ready or not, here we go. Moose! Alaskan Yukon moose, the mighty moose. started down here at home.
I did, right there.
You drove for a day and a half
to Fairbanks.
You picked me up this afternoon, and we're gonna drive all night tonight and end up right around Coldfoot. We were south of Adigan Pass and north of Wiseman when we were sheep hunting the last time, and we've been just shy of Prudhoe Bay, but we're gonna go 400 and some miles and go camp and find a moose right there.
That we're gonna do. Welcome to the Dalton Highway.
It's that little thin blue line. It's just from there to there. No big deal.
No big deal. Can't even see out the windshield. Old trusty rusty 40.
She made it through the last sheep hunt. Can she make it through a moose hunt? We will see. Well guys, we got 10 days worth of gear, food, tents. I got 3 raincoats. We're up here a month later than we normally come on the Brooks Range to go chase moose. So come along and follow and see what happens. No promises in the woods other than a promise of being wet. Wet and dreary. I don't care how many times you come up here, if you've never been up here, something extra special about the Brooks Range, northern Alaska. I don't know whether it's because it's so remote. It's good. Every corner we come around, there's a vista that I could sit and ponder and look at and reflect on for hours. It's the unique vistas and the remoteness, the vastness that is northern Alaska cannot truly be perceived until you're here, boots on the ground, witnessing it firsthand.
Welcome to Alaska, where you pay to play.
This is the only somebody sick in the head or a madman would come up here camping for fun.
Good morning, Austin.
How you feeling today, Dave? Day 0 is over. We're now on to day 1.
Day one, we're just trying to figure out what's in the truck and what isn't, and where our gear is. But it's cold and we're in Alaska, so yay. It's not raining. It's a good day. We're in Alaska. We're going hunting. We gotta go get some gas and we gotta go scout for a cow. Find a moose. Find a moose. That's the objective. Can't leave the road till we see a moose.
Oh, I see you tie a bow in. Nice.
It ain't the prettiest job I've ever done, but it'll keep the sky water away from the groundwater, and maybe in between I might stay less damp. Welcome to Camp Hall Road Squatter, aka Camp Hobo. If you want it, we ain't got it. If you got it, we want it. Yeah. My bow made it, it's here. We'll check that the airlines didn't mess anything up, and then it's go time, baby. That's the first time they go on, and probably the last time they come off will be after the trip. Well guys, we're getting ready to head out for our first evening. We got camp all set up, pretty excited. Got all my gear pretty well here, sorted, figured out. Transitioning from Wyoming elk to Alaska brown bear. I still have I don't think it's gonna do me any good up here. We're a couple thousand miles away from it now, but let's just double check that everything's still dialed and ready to go. We got the Grim Reaper 3-Blade Pro Series. So I decided to go with. Knock on some wood. There we go.
I think that's a dead moose.
Let's double check that the bow's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Fix our problem. Good. Alright guys, well here we are, 5th try in the Brooks Range. You've seen the goat hunts, you've seen the sheep hunts. Here we're on a moose and a brown bear hunt, but we're going to start this like we start all these hunts. Our kind dear Heavenly Father, as we enjoy your camaraderie out in this great wonderful nature that you've created for us, please watch over and protect not only us but our families as we're away. We are indeed grateful for the many blessings you bestow upon us, especially the camaraderie of friendship and family. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
There we go. Now we can start hunting. There's an example of why. What I said earlier, every time you turn a corner in the Brooks Range, it's another just stunning vista. Mosquitoes are out, it's getting warm. No moose yet, but we're gonna try. You guys ready to see something? Ah, found the first moose. Got this big old heavy tripod. Where'd she go? You guys want to know why these moose can cover so much country? His pace coming across this road is one step, one step, one step. The full width of the road, 3 steps. And they're just walking and they cover so much country. The cow and calf are right up there. There's a bull. Was here within the last 48 hours.
Well, here we are. Dusk is approaching on end of day 1, and we've had a great hunt. We've walked a few miles, seen a cow and a calf, and a whole bunch of fresh tracks, and some bear poop, but didn't get close to anything, but it's a beautiful day in Alaska.
Cool, crisp morning, staying on these rivers. It's a little noisy, but that's the easiest way to get up and down this country. So, sun's coming, no moose yet. We're just waiting for that. Cool. But look at that. Early morning, tons of fresh moose sign. Fresh moose going that way. The wrong way, I guess, but what's the right way? Pick a direction. Alaska pipeline. It goes from Prudhoe Bay to Valdez. It goes over 3 mountain ranges. It was in the 70s that these iron workers welded this up and put it in here, but they had to engineer a ton of really cool features to be able to keep this pipeline working. Horse and heat. We're gonna put some out on these fresh moose tracks and come hunt here tomorrow morning. See if we can lure a bull into hanging out here all night. Looking for this lonely cow.
go see if we can find him where he went to bed.
Oh, that moose was standing right here yesterday while we were standing down there at the end of the bend of the pipeline. We ended up getting him into about 150 yards last night before it got too dark. He's not responding here this morning. He could be right there just not wanting anything to do with us. He could be 20 miles away from here. I guess it's time to find another one, but we'll come back and check this spot a couple more times. Moosey, Moosey, where are you? You go hide, I come find you. Pretty easy to find these moose from an airplane. And without this gravel road, we wouldn't be here. For us to hike from the road to the pipeline is a task. These moose have a very big unfair advantage. I have a lot of respect for them, but also a level of disdain. Moose should be dead. I don't know what we need to do different, but he should be dead. And now he's gone. Maybe this evening? Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Well, the overgrown swamp donkeys win again. We're gonna keep looking, follow along. Hopefully we find one. Beautiful, cold, crisp, clear morning. We got up before daylight. We snuck out here and we called where we called last night. No answer yet. We just gotta keep trying spots. They're slowing down. They're gonna zoom away when they see a truck parked there. I think we've called to these same trees like 3 days in a row. And people ask me, deer, elk, bear, moose. It's sheep, and then it's sheep, and then it's sheep. That's what you go hunting for, is sheep. Now they're having a little sheep herd problem, so we're gonna shoot moose. It's not working as a moose call, but it's working as a rain hat. Well guys, here we are. Keep following along. We're day something, I don't know, I lost track now. 5, 6. Hiking these pipeline roads, calling for moose. It's getting colder and colder. A little more damp, a little chillier. I'm hiking in a puffy now, so I don't know, 37, 39, 36 degrees. It's snowing on top of the mountains where we should be sheep hunting, but I think we're getting close to should be seeing some moose running these roads any minute.
3 round rocky knobs on top.
Yep.
Okay, see the one that's got a split in the middle?
Nope.
It splits into 2.
Okay.
It's on the right hand side. There's
Okay. Sometimes you're at a loss for words to describe what you're looking at. There's more country right here before my eyes than I could hike in a year. There's a lot of ground. Like I said earlier, Alaska's pretty hard to take with you.
See, the weather's changed a little bit. We have some solid sunshine gracing the surfaces of the whiteness out there, and hopefully our luck will change with it. It's always coldest just before the sun comes up, and we're feeling that at the moment. The termination dropped 1,000 feet in the night, and yeah, we're not hearing any moose talk, but we did have some good sign. We had a moose come and break a branch at our call stand, so we were trying to call again. Actually, he broke the tree off, but it was, whatever. Anyway, we're standing here trying to see if we can get a moose to come in, and we have to move enough to keep warm, which is also fun. Anyway, welcome to moose hunting in Alaska. I was not prepared. I'm not prepared to go hiking across the tundra. I know that. We've discussed that.
It has nothing to do with prepared. Everything to do. You're going to be 69 years old this year.
That is correct. That is correct. I am not a spring chicken anymore. I cannot do what I once wanted and loved and aspired to do.
What kept you coming back?
Look out your window. What place in Montana, Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, Nevada, South Dakota, North Dakota? I mean, Flathead Valley's pretty, don't get me wrong. It's not that pretty. But what keeps me coming back?
Part of it is bad memory. I forget how bad it was.
4 years, the wounds heal over, huh?
There is a lot of truth to that.
4 years older, 4 years slower. I used to go slow, and now I don't go so much.
And now I don't go as far or as fast, and I grump about it.
It's cold, it's windy, the moose are moving. Which spot would you like to go try that we've already tried 3 times? Brooks Range is rugged, remote, unrelenting, super rugged. Alaska just takes and takes and takes. She doesn't give anything. You have to take every inch. Maybe that wolf's Allen following it. I don't know. bird do you call? Maybe that's what's got the moose so shut up. Is the wolves are in here. I'm not sure. There you go. Done. Maybe just broken.
Sorry.
Alaska just broke.
That's a much better setup. I can deal with that.
Go jump in that creek. Wash whatever you got on you off.
We had some moose activity last night. I should have pulled the trigger, but I
kill shots
Coulda,
only.
shoulda,
Kill shots only.
coulda, shoulda, woulda. Really, if we would have been there 5 minutes earlier was all it needed. 5 minutes earlier. 5 minutes more light. And I would have had enough light to see. close to the end, and haven't seen a lot of moose. It's been a tough country, tough hunt, but we're having a good time.
Dear diary day, I don't know anymore. The insanity has reached its zenith. We now have labeled each spot that we call some pet nickname, and we go there and we check, and we go there and we check. Last night we heard a cow and a bull meet up and go have a soiree. It gave us some inspiration and hope and fire to get up at 5 this morning and chase moose, but the problem that I see is these moose move at about 10x our speed in this brush. So, follow along, fingers crossed.
It's called the moose waltz. 80% of the time, it works 100%.
Well guys, we're on to our last day, last 24 hours. It's not looking so good. We've grounded out for sure. Daylight till dark, different spots up and down, everywhere we can go. We've had some chances, opportunities, nothing big. But Dad's 4 years older and 4 years slower than he was for the sheep film. I keep looking up there at that sheep country and reminiscing. Definitely want to go back. Everybody knows I'm a sheep hunter. I want to be up there, but this is where we can get Dad out, and this is what we can go do. So, you know, I would say that which you persist in doing becomes easier to do. Not that the nature of the thing has changed, but your ability to do has increased. The last 10 days we've persisted. Got one full day tomorrow. It's supposed to rain. I don't know if that's good or bad. We're going to put our rain gear on and hunt. So, wish us luck.
The last time, yeah, I mean, what does it mean? You go through life and you come to a point and you go, this is the last time for this, and you go, is it really the last time? And you don't know. Number one, and number two, it could be the last time, and then you go, well, you know, what would I do differently? How would I, you know, and you know, you go through life doing the best you can with the information you have, and you know, you move forward. But we all go through cycles in life, and it's, you know, it's we have to recognize those, that all of a sudden, you know, we start out as the young buck trying to figure out how to do things, and then we're the guy that's doing things, and then we're the guy that is sitting around camp going, I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore. And then we go, well, you know, maybe I'm not going to go. So there's a cycle there, and we all go through it. And sometimes it's tough to recognize that, whether that's, you know, I move a city and I move on for friends, or whether it's, you know, this is the Brook Range. I've been here 4 times now, and there's a certain ethereal inferiorness to the spirit of the Brooks. Sometimes it speaks to people or it doesn't. I mean, either you really like the Brooks or you don't. There's not much middle ground in between. And the Brooks is not a easy place to be.
Ah! Ah!
There's a certain love-hate relationship you have with the Brooks. You love the beauty and the opportunity and the immensity of it and the untouched, untrammeled, unspoiled world that it represents. But there's a hate of the difficulty to get there and the difficulty to even move about in the Brooks and just how raw and rugged it is. And you know, I've had some great experiences here, great memories, and I leave those to the next generation.
Trip certainly didn't go as planned or as expected. I don't think any trip ever truly does. I would say the best trips leave you wanting more, and I'm quite ready for the next adventure.